Congress, we meet at a time of crisis in our country, a cost of living crisis, with the biggest fall in our living standards for 200 years. Real pay cuts when our bills are soaring. Key workers clapped in the pandemic, now told they are not worth a pay rise. It's not our pay demands that cause inflation, it's the profiteering. The pay of company bosses goes up year on year, while our salaries stagnate or go down. Their increase in pay bears no relation to merit or success. They get millions annually because they can. Their remuneration is decided by other bosses and board members who are also raking it in. But over the past year, we have been gifted a vision of hope. Hundreds of thousands of us have taken action. We have seen what solidarity means in practice. This year, alongside my CW comrades, I took strike action for a proper pay rise in BT and Openreach. Whilst you're president, we were supported on our picket lines, at our rallies, by other union members from the nearby college, local train drivers, transport workers, comrades from the trades councils, and by the public. And our experience was reflected in other disputes too. Unprecedented public support. Workers in the public and private sector united, standing together, marching together, winning together. And what was the reaction of this venal and incompetent government? To pass even more repressive anti-union laws. The minimum service level provisions remove the right to strike from as many as 1 in 5 of us. Congress, that's why the whole of our movement will stand with any worker who loses their job because of these laws. We're going to do that because we believe in solidarity. We are meeting here in Liverpool at a key time, both industrially and politically. Our Congress agenda is a collective response to the 13 years of swinging cuts to our public services. Privatisation, outsourcing, low pay, working poverty, casualisation, all the result of the bankrupt philosophy of market fundamentalism. The Tories are in their death throes, but they are still destroying people's lives. Our movement stands for different values. For the common good, not individual greed. For accountability, not irresponsibility. For public service and for democracy. And we stand for equality. As your first out and proud TUC president, thank you. I remember well the Thatcher government of the 1980s. They played the blame game to distract us from their anti-working class policies. And now, the Tories are at it again. Their favourite targets this time are migrants and trans people. They have new words and new ways of spreading hate. But it's the same old fears and prejudices they have always stoked up to keep their grip on power. Racism, homophobia, misogyny. They seek to divide and rule. We bring people together in respect and solidarity. As a trade union movement, we know unity is strength, that an injury to one is an injury to all. And that is why it is crucial that we all support the TUC Anti-Racism Task Force, the Sexual Harassment Working Party, and the Trade Unions for Trans Rights Alliance. Let's be clear, Congress. Every working person is entitled to be treated with dignity. Our movement stands for equality for all. There is no place for prejudice and discrimination in our workplaces. And comrades, there is no place for it in our movement either. This year, I have had the privilege of representing you at international conferences and events. It's been uplifting to hear about the work of our movement across the world, but it's been sobering too. At the International TUC Congress, we heard from trade unionists whose leaders are jailed in Belarus, from trade unionists and democracy campaigners about the repression in Hong Kong. And on a joint union visit to Turkey, we protested in support of activists from the KESK Union Federation, kept in a high-security prison for months and months on trumped-up charges. I'm pleased to say we were there when Gonal Erden was finally released. It was a truly precious moment. At the European TUC, our colleagues told us how the far right has been emboldened by leaders who demonise and scapegoat immigrants. Our fellow human beings are dying in the Channel, in the Med. Migration is not a crime. It's what workers do in our globalised world. At both the ITUC and the ETUC, representatives from the Ukrainian unions spoke of the awful effects of the illegal Russian invasion. Swathes of their country destroyed, thousands of their citizens killed, millions displaced and driven into exile. Congress, we must be clear, we stand against the actions of Putin and with the Ukrainian people. National populism is on the march. Working people's democracy is under threat. From Putin, from Xi, from Modi, from Trump running for a second term, saying he will lock up his opponents. We must resist authoritarianism wherever it comes from. Congress, our movement was born from struggle. In 1890, Sarah Chapman, one of the leaders of the East London Match Girls strike, attended our Congress here in Liverpool, one of only 10 women delegates present. I'm pleased to say that Sarah's great-granddaughter, Sam, is here today with her partner, Graham. Their work with the Match Girls Memorial Trust is keeping the lessons of our history alive. I hope you will support them. Congress, the fight for health and safety and dignity at work is not over. The world of work is changing rapidly. In the 20th century, technology delivered millions from dangerous, unsafe, and backbreaking work. And in the 21st century, new social relations are being created by rapid technological advance. This leads to an expansion of human wants and the possibility of meeting more human needs. But this promise is subverted to make profits and monetize hate and misinformation, to monitor and track us, to make us work harder and work longer for less. Here's to those doing the vital work, unionising the AI and tech sector and the platform economy. Reaching into new areas as we must, so we as a movement can grow. And here's to the Amazon workers of Rugeley and Coventry. They are directly challenging Jeff Bezos and all the other 21st century robber barons. You are heroes. You are our new pioneers. Comrades and friends, as workers united, we can build a better world. This year is the 100th anniversary of Margaret Bonfield's election as the first woman president of the TUC. A leading light in the Shop Assistants Union, she became the first woman Labour cabinet minister. Her life demonstrates that trade union aspiration and political change go together. We can't opt out. You either do politics or you get it done to you. Politics affects all aspects of our lives. To win for working class people, we must do more politics, not less. And, as the Women's Labour League said, the Labour Party is nothing without strong trade unions. The general election will probably be in the next year, and our country will choose. As a trade union movement, we want the rights at work in Labour's New Deal. Commitments that exist because of the link between the affiliated trade unions and the party. Congress, we need a Labour government that delivers for working people. The stakes couldn't be higher. Another 5 years of Tory poverty Britain, the end of our NHS, rampant and unfettered greed destroying our planet, and even more attacks on our trade union freedom. Congress, no. Let's stand in unity, in solidarity. Let's go forward together. Victory to all working people. Victory to our class.
Congress, I now call on Dave Ward to move the vote of thanks to the President.
President, Congress, Dave Ward, CWU, and to say that it really is an honour for both our union and me personally to move this vote of thanks to you, Maria, as our